very special guest this afternoon. Everybody knows Miss Violet Edwards. How are you today?
I'm fine, fine, thank you.
Now, first, before I ever go in, let me just, there's so much I could probably take for the whole program just talking about you, but I'll just say a little. I wonder if you know that if you do a search on the internet to find out the oldest people to have gotten their degree at at your age, at 96, you are listed amongst the top five. I hope you know that.
I heard about that.
So guess what? And that you are also very fortunate that you're still on this earth at 100 years old and you are being feted. I heard recently you had a party. Who was there? I mean, state officials from Jamaica and also United States.
Sure, they were.
How you feel that? Because when you're done, God, they could have said you're a great woman. Nobody, you all hear them. How you feel to
I
know
don't
that
know.
you
I
have
don't feel
lived?
that I'm great. I don't feel that great. I just accept what comes.
Oh, it is wonderful. It is great to have you. And of course, we want to use the time to learn from you because nowadays you find that young people, they talk to the phone so much that they don't have time to talk to the elderly who have something to share. But you can briefly tell us about yourself. Where were you born? But I probably should tell my listeners the history about us. This talk show host, which I'm sure my listeners will recognize, Joan Williams, mentioned to me, by the way, that a relative at 96 got her degree. So I said to her, no, Joan, this is big, big news, man. No, 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 big, big news this. So I wrote an article about it. The next thing I know, it's being quoted on the radio stations here. And to tell you how far it went, as it was on BBC, CNN, everywhere. And I said, my God, this is big, big, big. And then I made contact with you all. And listeners, they have become my great friends. And you're going to find very strange. I still have not met them. And I'm hoping to God I get to meet Miss Violet Edwards. Tell me about yourself now and growing up the old time days so the young people that can know what it is growing up in Jamaica as a youngster. What you can remember.
What I can remember, that's true.
Yes.
I can remember growing up in this village, and the village had so many people, but we were all related. I
Okay.
remember there was no one allowed, no stranger allowed in the village for many years. So you find that everyone is cousin and auntie and everyone in that strange
Yes.
village. My daughter tried to do a DNA and she was so frightened she didn't know what to say. Mommy, everybody's cousin, everybody's cousin. So that was the kind of village, that was the kind of village I grew up in. Everybody was related. And
And
everything
which
to
village was that?
church here, and this village was called Kensington in East Portland. That was where I came from.
So you are very fortunate to have been brought up in a lovely parish. Oh, I just love that parish. What was it like going to school? Tell me what school, because school nowadays is a very different place. So you tell me
Yes,
what
it
was it
is.
was like.
I first went to the elementary school, which was 2 miles away from home.
You
I
took
had
the
to
bus,
walk,
right?
walk fast. Which bus? I had to walk at first. I had to walk with my brother, and he walked fast. So that's where I learned to walk and run.
I see.
And the teacher was waiting on the step there with the cane in his hand. You cannot be late. So we went to that Mansionese school.
Hold that
And,
point. In this day and
and
age, you reach
yes,
school whatever time you want to reach. You go by in the center, probably town, you have a chat, you pass the time. By the time you reach school, probably school soon finish. And if the principal
right.
talk to you, you'll probably go and complain to your parents. It's a big excitement.
Mhm. Teacher was there at the step waiting with his cane in his hand. So you dare not go late.
It's
And
amazing.
his teachers were very strict. You couldn't talk in class. You had to
Mm.
listen to what the teacher had to say. And I'm glad I listened, because the teacher was so impressed by me and tried to help me later on to get a scholarship to go higher. So he
Yes.
helped me get a scholarship to go to the high school, we called it then. Is it called high school now?
They
Or
call them, some
second,
say high, some say secondary. Yeah. But
secondary, yes,
which
secondary
school
school.
that was.
So he helped me, taught me, and said, come on, go and apply for a scholarship.
Yes.
I went and I sat the examination for the scholarship. For the closest one was Happy Grove.
Oh, Happy Grove High,
Happy Grove
yes.
High School. That is where I applied. And
Yes.
luckily, I was the only one of four who succeeded. And there I went to the Happy Grove High School. And I stayed there until I sat for the exam. This was during the war years. We had to share books. We had to go under the table when
Which
the
war are you
lights were
talking
off.
about? You're talking about the war like I know about this war. Which war is that?
That was during the Second World War. I was still at school, and sometimes we had no light. The lights had to be turned off. So I
What?
took the lamp and go under the table and study under the table, hide the lamp and study under the table. And eventually I was ready to sit for the exam.
But
And
why you had to
luckily,
turn off the light?
because there was a siren, but there
Yes.
was a watch over by, because I was by the shore, the seashore,
Yes.
near the light, and they were there watching for anything that came close, anything that might be any enemy vessel
Yes.
that came close, certain distances away. They would sound that siren, and all lights should be off when you hear that siren. So when
Oh.
I hear it sometimes, I take the lamp, I light the lamp, go under the table, and if I had to prepare for an exam, so that's where I studied, under
But
the
hold
table,
on. So some of us have electric light and we're complaining. And you want to
right?
tell me, is it, or if it, I wonder if it is the same old home sweet lamp.
Home sweet home
Home
lamp.
sweet home
Yeah.
lamp we have to use.
Home sweet home, that was on the lampshade.
And we're
Home
talking
sweet
about
home.
around September 1939.
Oh,
That period,
yes, just about that time.
right, when
Yes,
the war started.
yeah.
Uh, and it
And
was
then I went under
I
the
cannot get,
table and
and literally thousands of persons lost their lives, and many Jamaicans went to fight in World War
to
II.
fight it. Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, and lost their lives. So that
Yes,
was a
and
horrible war.
exactly.
Mm.
Now, tell me about s- food you ate then, and well, you're not here in Jamaica now, but tell about the kind of food, the things you eat, and then how you had fun as a child.
I had my plans too. The
Yes.
place was, Portland had a lot of rainfall, and anything you put in the soil grew.
Hmm.
So I had my little patch of plants, tomatoes and beans and little things like that, that I reaped and cooked sometimes myself. But more
They didn't have
parents,
any Kentucky.
oh no, no Kentucky at that time. Greens and cocoa and yam and green bananas, ripe bananas. Those
Yes.
are what I used to eat. Yeah. Mhm.
I'm sure probably that helps to keep your body well. Now,
Yes, yes,
we eat so many artificial things that I think that many of us are now becoming artificial.
yes. Too much, too many of that. Too much of that.
Exactly. But
Mm.
World War II stands out in your mind. I don't know much you can remember about World War II, but at that time, anything stood out in your mind? We have about another probably 4 minutes or so. Any incident that stood out in your mind?
I know for one, as a child, I couldn't get what I used to get from the store. Everything was rationed.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you couldn't get, if you used to use a half a pound of butter, she got only a quarter pound or half a
Hmm.
pound. And the other things that had to be imported, everything was rationed. So I didn't get all that I wanted to eat. I had to, still keep to the ground provisions. I didn't have all that I wanted to eat.
But the land is still here and it
Yes,
still can produce ground provision, but
right.
we still complain that we don't have enough foreign exchange so we can purchase these foreign items. It's
That
just
is it.
amazing.
That is it. We can't. I long to get some of those. Every now and then I have to run down, to eat some of that. Run down to Jamaica to get some of that ground provisions, which I love so much.
But let me just let my listeners know, Violet Edwards, at 100 years old, seemed to be quite computer literate. Yes, I communicated with her, send the appointment to her, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. Be careful, I'm going to get a lot of enemies. You're able to manipulate it better than many of my young people who come on this program.
That's so. And I think that
Yes.
I can't. I feel I can't do
No, you
enough.
did.
Oh,
So it's just amazing.
oh, glad
And
that I
we have
was
to
able
give God
to
thanks that your
communicate.
brain, no, that
Mhm.
is really amazing, that your brain is still clicking and your mind is still sharp. Well, that tells me you will be here for another probably 10, 20 years.
I hope so.
So you'll make history as the oldest living
And it would be
person.
history.
Right. All right, I tell you what, we're going to go for a little break shortly. And we're talking with Violet Edwards. This year, she celebrates 100 years. She's a centenarian. And they had a big party in Florida for her, which I couldn't attend. I was very disappointed. And I heard it was a big show with people like Marcia Griffiths and some other person who I know who also performed. And I think you had the mayor was there
The mayor of Parkland,
of
the
Parkland,
mayor,
right?
yeah,
And Mr. Mayor, our Consul
and
General, he
the
was
mayor
also
of
there.
Council General, yeah.
Boy, what your daughter, and son-in-law, they must be very proud, because
Yeah.
very few people are fortunate enough to have somebody like you around this long. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. It seems as if Everett, your son-in-law, I think he's your son now,
It is my son. He is my
because
son.
he's so because anyhow, and he has done a lot for us in terms of giving scholarships and so on in your name because there's no scholarship in your name in Jamaica. So if tomorrow you have to say bye, your name has been made, we have showered you with praises and thanks and give you thanks for a life well lived. But I will tell
I'm
everybody,
grateful.
she not ready yet. She gonna have enough more years of that. All right. We're gonna go for the break right now. You're listening to Spot On with Vernon Darby. My special guest is Violet Edwards. Don't move. Welcome back. You're listening to Spot On with Vernon Darby, coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica, this beautiful country in the middle of the Caribbean where we say, well, we're little but we Talawa. And today is indeed a very special day. My very special guest, our friends know her as Miss Vi, Violet Edwards, a Jamaican who has made history in the world. She got her degree at the age of 96. No, man, brother, not talking nonsense. 96. Yes, I'm right. No, my head not gone yet. And she's now 100 years old, and her mind is just as sharp as probably as a 20-year-old. Welcome back, Miss Vi. Now, whatever I was telling people are going to be calling me after as I said, Verda, no man, that the lady can't be 100. No, so because you have done so well so far. Now, I want you to tell me about, because I love to compare what happened during your time and now, about how we grow up children, for example. You
Hmm.
mentioned about school, and I got a little bit of that, the kind of disciplinary actions that to be taken. You couldn't go to school late. No, that is a no-no for us. And many persons went to school probably all 2, 3 miles away. So tell me then about how children were brought up by parents, school, or community, and compared to today. Mark, I know you're now living in the United States.
In those days, the home was very strict.
Yes,
To try to speak well, yes, ma'am, and no, sir, and everybody like that. Not no, sir. No, 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 that. You had to say no, sir, or
yes,
yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. And you had to behave well outside, even outside the street. The
yes,
parents, every parent watches the other one, the other child. You haven't got to be your mother or your father, but as long as there's a parent passing, you have to be strict or they will get to you. Doesn't matter if it's not your mother or your father, but they don't allow you to get away with anything, even on the street. So you're brought up very strict.
We seem to have a challenge though, because it's clear that our young people are not being properly socialized. They now go to work anytime and many end up losing their jobs. They just don't have the right work attitude. In Jamaica, for example, I can tell you, customer service is a real challenge. How have you, I don't know if you have thought about it, but how do you think we can, I would say, go back to the old days, but how can we change the society to let people become more respectful law and order? What do you think can be done?
You have to start in the home. Whatever challenge you have to try to deal with it from the
Yes.
home. That's where it starts. That's supposed to start.
But children
But
having children now?
well, there you are, we have to. I had a problem with a mother who brought her child to me when I was in Jamaica. And she started crying, and the child just started school. And she said, guess what happened? Amy is pregnant. I said, well, you go, take Amy out of school, take her home to you, not
Yes.
put her on the street. Take her home to you. Have
Yes,
that
yes.
child, take care of that child, and send Amy back to school. And she
Mhm.
did just that. And today that child, who she can thank me how many times for giving that good advice to her mother. So we parents need to have compassion. We need to take the kids back when they make their first mistake and
Yes,
treat them
yes.
and love them.
Mhm.
You see? So that they can change and be better citizens.
Because if you abandon them, they'll start out with one, and there's
Oh
two, there's
yes,
three and
oh
four,
yes,
because they need
right?
some man will take them up, and that man fall out to them, they go to the next man, and you end up with a, you know,
Exactly. School of children without any father. That's what it is.
exactly.
Too
Now,
bad.
tell me about your year so far. What has it been like? There's anything in life that you wish you had done it? Well, there's one thing I know, and I understand that you wanted your daughter to become qualified,
Yes,
and
yes.
yet you put your education on hold.
Oh
Now,
yes.
I wonder how many parents would do that.
Mm. I said my child first. I put her first.
Yes, yes,
I'm glad I did.
yes.
And there it is an opportunity opened for me later on that I could complete, or try to complete what I started. So I
Mhm.
was happy that I was able to do that, that I made the decision to do that. Put her first, I'm happy.
Mhm.
And she's happy also.
And by the way, she's now a established doctor. Tell me more about that, because I gather that she is very established
She is a
in
doctor
Florida.
and a true doctor yes, at heart, from the
Yes.
heart out. She's a true doctor. And
Mhm.
she went back to school and she became a qualified perinatologist, which now she takes care of problem pregnancies,
Oh, I
which
see.
are many because women are trying to have kids now, 40s and 50s. They are
I
trying.
know, I know, I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are. So she's in a beautiful position there to help a lot of women. And I'm proud of her, very proud of her, and the
But
way she executes her job.
but she, as a Jamaican, she's now specializing in an area that I hear is in demand in the United States.
Demanding, yeah, it is. She's working very hard.
Mhm.
She said, Mom, oh, I'm getting so tired. She might soon have to retire. So I don't know.
I don't think persons like that. We hope that God give them strength to continue contributing. I know you
I hope
sometimes,
so,
yeah, but you see, it's because you're not working to earn money, because we need you. We
right?
need you.
We
Now,
need
tell
her.
me, there's one thing that I think we answered that question as something that you wanted to do, and you eventually did it. Tell me about other things that you yearned to do, or things in your life that you did. We're not going to get too personal, though. Hope it depends on what you want to say. Things that happened that you wish it didn't happen, but yet you were able to overcome it. So, talk about you now.
There were times when I did make mistakes. We all do.
Yes.
And what I'm happy for is that I realized and said, hey, you're going the wrong way, come back.
Yes. Yes.
I did listen to that voice and I did come back and try and strive to do better. And I'm happy to say that I have succeeded in that. I'm doing better and I'm trying most of all to help people and to pass on those advices to people.
I
I'm
hope they're
able to
listening,
do
you know.
that. They're listening. They're
Yes.
listening. They're listening.
Because
To
this
pass.
generation of people, people say what they have ideas.
Yes, but they come to me sometimes and say,
Yes.
what do you think I should do about so and so? And I would say, for me, I would do so, and they take my advice. And
But I still cannot understand. God really has blessed you. Can you imagine at 96?
and
You
God
get
has a
so
hand in
straight
it.
A's. How
I'm
did you do
telling you,
it?
I don't know. God has a hand in it.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons why I'm glad I did stop what I was doing and turn back and listen to him.
Yes. Yes.
Because he has a hand in my making and in my keeping. He says, do this, and I do it. I listen to him now and do it.
Some will
And
say we are now living in a godless society, and that's why we are paying dearly for it.
right, we're paying dearly for that. We need to listen more to God and take heed. If you are going the wrong way, listen and turn back and listen to what he has to say. Do what he wants you to do.
Right.
It might not be what you want to do, but do what he wants you to do. That is why I'm so happy to hear of this scholarship. My benefactors, I don't know who they are that opened the scholarship.
Can you
I
imagine?
don't
But you
know.
don't even know me, and you'll be so good, you and your son-in-law and your daughter. It's just
When he told
amazing.
me, he said, what happened? I said, what happened? Who is doing this? They say, well, they don't want you to know. Some people have got together and put together this scholarship because they know I believe in education.
Right,
And
right.
I'm so happy about that. They established this scholarship at the UC for students, and students are taking it.
And by the way, the value is,
Yes,
I think, probably more than 7 million now. $7
yes,
million
yes.
dollars.
We have the money there now for another set of young people who need the help to get the help to study further. I'm
And
happy
what
for
is good
that.
though is that as a Jamaican and other Jamaicans who have gone overseas because they're seeking opportunities, and nothing is wrong with that. The whole world is like that. People from ever since go from country to country, but you have not forgotten your country. And I do hope that those who benefit from the scholarships will now come back and help
Wow,
others,
that's
especially
great.
women who have not been able to finish their academic pursuits and
Yeah.
such.
I hope they come back and help those. Yes,
I
that's
hope
my
so.
wish.
And I'm going to make sure that I get a copy of this recording to them
Yes,
so they get
yes,
the
that's
message.
right. That's right.
But tell me about your life. Is there anything that you have? Normally, I take a break. I think I might just take a very short break, musical break, and then we come back to you. And when I come back to you, oh, it's up to you to tell us whatever you want to tell us about Portland, about your life, uh, about if you find another boyfriend yet. I'm a troublemaker, so I was
Okay,
speaking
okay.
with Violet Edwards, the woman who is 100 years old this year. She got her associate degree at the age of 96, and we now have a scholarship in Jamaica for UWI students, and I think, over 7 persons have benefited so far. You're talking about over $7 million. Right, and I'll be saying to you, so come back. Don't move. Welcome back. You're listening to Spot On with Vernon Darby coming to you from Kingston, Jamaica, that beautiful country in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, where we say, well, we little but we talawa. And I think I can say the same about my guest. She might have looked little but she talawa. We're talking about Violet Edwards, 100 years old this year, 100 years. Hold on. That's a whole heap. My father never even passed 2022. Just amazing. And she got her associate degree at 96. This is something to celebrate, and also to celebrate that as a woman, she made a sacrifice, helped her daughter to equip herself professionally. And now she is enjoying a wonderful time It's unbelievable. This is history for those who are listening, because she's listed as one of the oldest persons in the world. So Jamaica, oldest person to get a degree. So Jamaica once again has made its name. Now, she's quite a humble woman, but I will tell you, I checked the internet and there were news agencies all over Europe, North America, Africa, all over mention your achievements. So I know it's hard for you to understand. It's just that they probably don't see your face enough why they wouldn't make a link, but the name is now known worldwide. Now tell me about life now, and it's up to you. It's up to you to say what you want to say. Well, I was giving you trouble about the boyfriend. See if you're not going to find a new boyfriend, they just laugh at me. Tell about having a friend, or what was it like as a youngster growing up? And we have to look at now. Because nowadays, if you're going to find a wife, if you don't have long pocket, you're not saying anything.
That's right. I have not got that on my mind anymore. Thank God. I can move on to better things.
I'm just
I
giving you
have
trouble now. But
what
tell me about relationships and what you see or what's
what I
happening.
omitted to say though, they have
Yes.
message for women to exhort them to take a test. What do you call that? The mammogram?
Oh, yes. I mean, to test for
Yes,
breast cancer.
yes, very
Yes.
important.
Mhm.
It's because I did it annually. Every year I would stop and go there. Even while I was doing my exams, I
Yes.
stopped and took my test. And that is why I detected the breast cancer very early. So I said I would pass it on to women and tell them to go every year and check themselves for
How
the
old you were when you discovered it?
it was just the same year I took the exam.
Really?
While I was doing my final exams, I was taking the treatment.
Yes.
That's why I couldn't talk much. I couldn't talk much. I was just,
Right, right.
yeah, I couldn't talk much then.
Well,
I
your
was,
body really fight it, boy.
yes,
And
it was a fight for the counselor at the college wanted to know if I was giving up. So I said, no,
not
I'm
giving up.
continuing. I'm going to take my final exams.
Well,
And I did.
yours truly
While
is in
I
a
was
similar.
doing the cancer treatments.
Well, yours
Easy,
truly.
but I did it.
Yes. Yours
Mhm.
truly is in the same position that you were in a few years ago,
All
with
right.
cancer. And I'm going to use
Mhm.
this opportunity to say to all men, go and check out your prostate annually.
All
It's
right. All
very,
right.
very important. So
Very important.
I hope when that finish with me now, I will live till I 100 too.
I
Right.
hope
So
so.
that's a wonderful message to get out to our ladies. But to tell
Yes,
you the truth, Miss Vi, I don't think you'd have much problem with the ladies. The ladies don't play with the health. It's the men
the
who
men,
take it
I know they were
seriously.
not willing to go for tests.
Right,
And
right. And
I
they
to
prefer to
pass that
suffer
on
and die. It's amazing.
I have to pass that on to men as well. Go and check.
Yes,
Now.
yes.
Go and check. It's
Now tell
very
me some
important.
more interesting stories of your life. What happened? Anything interesting that to laugh about or cry about? But any
But
interesting
I told
experiences?
my daughter this the other night that the day
Yes,
I used to go away for vacations. She
right.
allowed me to visit like at college, and if I made a friend, and the parents contact the parents and send me to their home for on vacation, maybe for a
Yes,
week or two. But this particular time, I had to take a bus in Kingston, which is
yes,
6 miles away from my home.
yes,
So she sent me, gave me the money, go to Kingston, take this bus, and I have it listed the name of the bus to take to the other station. So I went for the first trip to Kingston and I sat there waiting and I saw this person moving with some tangerines. I'm a fruit lover.
yes,
All those tangerines look so good. So I came off the bus, bought a bundle of tangerines, and went back to the bus, sat down, waited on the driver to come, and ate one of the tangerine, which was very nice, and just waited until the driver to come. The driver came back in the bus, drove the bus. When I'm about 20 something miles away, they announced, oh, this is so and so driving from from Kingston to Stewart Town. I said, Stewart Town? I'm not going to Stewart Town. I took the wrong bus.
Oh no! Yeah, I guess by the way, it's long time I have had tangerine. I love tangerine. So tell me, what did you do then?
Well, I said, I'm on the wrong bus. I got up and went to the drive, tiptoed and went to the drive. And I said, I'm sorry, but I took the wrong bus. I should have taken the Brownstown bus instead. He said, oh, well, you have to go to Stewart Town with me. I can't turn back, and there's no way to get you
Exactly.
back. And the driver took me to Stewart Town,
Yes.
took me off the bus, went upstairs to a room, put me in a room to bed. And he brought me dinner. So here's your dinner. Go to bed. I'll wake you in the morning. And he left my case and just knocked the door and went away. In the morning, he knocked up. He came and knocked me up, took me, put me. I said, now. He says, now they're on the right bus now to go to them. Goodbye.
I thought, oh boy, listen,
That was noble of that
it's,
driver.
oh, you have just lifted my spirit. You had a similar experience. They sent me to Jackson. I said, in Trelawney. But as you know, is that you missed the bus, the bus left you. So when I reached Albertown, the bus gone. And
Oh,
these
God,
people
what
in
left you?
Albertown, they put me up for the night. They don't
There
know
you
me.
go. Similar experience.
Yes, and then they sent me on the way. And by the way, I met one of the girls on the internet recently. And they used to live right there in Albertown. What a wonderful story. Nowadays, boy, you'll be fretting, you'll be nervous, you probably don't want
No,
to take that chance.
they made me feel so secure. They put
Yeah.
me up and dropped the door and went, have a good night. I'll wake you in the morning. I don't know if you'd have that experience nowadays,
There are
but
good people around, but it's just
yeah,
that
there's
because
still
of what
good
is
people
happening,
around.
you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Miss Vi, I love her name, Miss Vi, you see? Violet Edwards. What a smile, what a
Oh,
laughter, what energy.
I'm so glad to see you and to speak with you, but I hope that I'll see you in flesh someday soon.
That is my ambition. And thanks to your
Yeah.
family for the support you continue to give this show. Any final word you want to leave with us?
Just that I am grateful for the
Yeah.
opportunity to say something, I never knew that one day I would be able to, I would be on radio, but
Can you,
I'm glad for the opportunity to
yes,
be on radio, to have the experience, I'm
yes.
thankful for that. And I wish you all the best progress and success in your relationship with the radio. You have a very good host, and I wish you all the best with it
Thank
in the
you very
future.
much, Miss Violet Edwards.
Miss
Woman, Miss Vi, I love her name, Miss Vi, celebrated 100 years this year. She had cancer, but still ended up getting her degree. Yeah, straight A's at the age of 96. She is now, and she goes, brother, why are you going to take it to that? She's now world renowned. You go on the internet, she's all over the place. And it is good to know that a Jamaican is helping to spread the good news about the good people in this country. As they say, we little, but we tell our. Take care, Miss Vi. God bless you.